Fargo. Moorhead is a common name given to the metropolitan area comprising Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota, and the surrounding communities. These two cities lie on the North Dakota-Minnesota border, on opposite banks of the Red River of the North. The Fargo-Moorhead area is defined by the Census Bureau as comprising all of Cass County, North Dakota, and Clay County, Minnesota, which includes the cities of Dilworth, MN, West Fargo, North Dakota, and numerous other towns and developments from which commuters travel daily for work, education, and regular activities. A July 1, 2015 census estimate placed the population at 233,836, an increase of 34% from the 2000 census. Fargo-Moorhead is the cultural, retail, healthcare, educational, and industrial center of southeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Core cities: Fargo, North Dakota; Moorhead, Minnesota; West Fargo, North Dakota; Dilworth, Minnesota; suburbs, adjacent towns: Horace, North Dakota; Glendon, Minnesota; Riles Acres, North Dakota; Mapleton, North Dakota; Frontier, North Dakota; Briarwood, North Dakota; North River, North Dakota; Prairie Rose, North Dakota; Bedroom Communities: Castleton, North Dakota; Barnesville, Minnesota; Hawley, Minnesota; Sabin, Minnesota; Harwood, North Dakota; Kindred, North Dakota; Oxbow, North Dakota. Demographics: age. According to the American Community Survey, the age distribution was as follows: under 5 years, 6.8%; 5 to 9 years, 6.1%; 10 to 14 years, 5.9%; 15 to 19 years, 8.0%; 20 to 24 years, 11.9%; 25 to 34 years, 16.0%; 35 to 44 years, 12.8%; 45 to 54 years, 13.2%; 55 to 59 years, 5.1%; 60 to 64 years, 3.7%; 65 to 74 years, 4.9%; 75 to 84 years, 3.7%; 85 years and over, 1.8%. Median age, 31.6 years. Race. According to the same survey, the racial composition was as follows: white 93.3%, Black or African American 1.6%, American Indian 1.4%, Asian 1.4%, Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islander 0.1%, some other race 0.8%, two or more races 1.4%, Hispanic or Latino 2.5%. There were 3,032 African Americans, who made up 1.6% of the population. The Asian American population is not dominated by a single ancestry group, and is fairly diverse. The largest Asian American group are those of Chinese descent, who number at 928 and make up 0.5% of the population. Other sizable groups include Indians, Vietnamese, and Koreans, who number at 393, 379, and 360 respectively. All three groups comprise roughly 0.2% of the population. There are 134 Filipinos, making up roughly 0.1% of the population. People of Japanese descent were very few, with only 40 people identifying themselves as Japanese. They make up a mere 0.02% of the population. Pacific Islander Americans numbered at 119, and made up approximately 0.06% of the population. Multi multiracial Americans make up 1.4% of the metro area's population. Those of white and Native American ancestry made up 0.5% of the population, and numbered at 938. People of white and Asian ancestry numbered at 557, and those of white and black ancestry numbered at 571. Both groupings made up roughly 0.3% of the population. Approximately 72 people identified themselves as Black and Native American. Hispanics and Latinos are the largest minority group in Fargo Moorhead. Hispanics and Latinos make up 2.5% of the population, of which 2.0% are of Mexican descent. Of the 4,786 Hispanics, 3,846 are Mexican. There were 196 Puerto Ricans and 136 Cubans. Both of these groups made up roughly 0.1% of the population. In addition, 608 individuals identified themselves with other Hispanic or Latino groups other than Mexican, Puerto Rican, and Cuban, making up 0.3% of the population. The Native American population is predominantly Ojibwe, with a Sioux minority. Of the 2,679 Native Americans, 1,447 are of the Chippewa tribal grouping. The Chippewa alone make up 0.8% of the population. The 444 Sioux make up 0.2% of the population. In addition, 20 people identified themselves as a member of the Cherokee tribal grouping. Note the source above contains all of the information on population, age, and race. Ancestry. The European American population is overwhelmingly German and Scandinavian. Most of the Scandinavian population is of Norwegian descent. Smaller Euro-American groups include those of English, Irish, and French descent. As of the 2006 to 2008 American Community Survey, the top 10 largest European ancestry groups were the following: German, 42.9%, Norwegian, 36.4%, Irish, 8.6%, Swedish, 6.6%, English, 4.8%, French, 4.3%, Polish, 3.2%, Russian, 2.0%, Czech, 1.6%, Scottish, 1.5%. Language spoken at home. Population 5 years and over, 179,175. English only, 93.6%. Language other than English, 6.4%. Spanish, 2.1%. Other Indo-European languages, 2.5%. Asian and Pacific Islander languages, 0.9%. Other languages, 0.9%. Note the source above contains all of the information on ancestry and language. Fargo, Wahpeton CSA. The Census Bureau also tracks a Fargo-Wahpeton combined statistical area consisting of Cass and Clay counties, as well as Richland County, North Dakota, and Wilkin County, Minnesota. This area includes the twin cities of Wahpeton, North Dakota, and Breckenridge, Minnesota. The Fargo-Moorhead urban core is actually about an hour's worth of highway travel from the Wahpeton-Breckenridge core. The main connection between these two pairs of cities is the Red River Valley, the flat, fertile land that both depend upon for a major part of their economies. Potatoes and sugar beets are important crops in the region, in addition to most of the other crops produced elsewhere in Minnesota and North Dakota.